Welcome to Cleve, Loveland, and the Lone Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I'm the Lone Ranger. Cleve is out and about. I'm expecting him back in the studio any minute now. He's been out selling properties. I'm telling you, the guy just can't hang on to listings. They're selling so fast that he's out, he gets a listing, and the next thing you know, he's got a valid offer on it, and we're closing those transactions real fast. So Cleve's out and about working, and but he will be in the studio here shortly to join me on the air. So, and if you have any questions or you'd like to interview a real estate agent that truly has the skills, longest term on the air on an informative radio show for real estate. Longest guy I've known anywhere in the whole country. Challenge me. If I'm wrong, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. You can reach Cleve or his team at 407-352-8118. If you have questions for the Lone Ranger, CrossCountry Mortgage, my name is Bruce Woodburn. I've been in the mortgage business for 32 years, just having so much fun. I've met so many wonderful people out there that listen to our show, and I'm going to tell you how grateful I am. You know, it's not unusual for me to get a phone call to my team that says, "Hey, I just got a call from your office." "Yeah, it was Bruce that called you back." "You mean the guy that was on the radio?" "Yeah, the guy that was on the radio. He told you he'd call you back on Monday." And they're like, "Oh man, I didn't think he'd actually call me back." Yes, he would actually call you back. So here's the thing. It's just me. I'm the radio guy. I'm the Lone Ranger. I've been doing this for 32 years. I've closed thousands and thousands of loan transactions. And yours is just as important as anybody else. You deserve special attention. You deserve return phone calls. Can you believe some people think it's crazy that I actually returned a phone call? Like, if you come to my office and do a site visit, I am militant about service. Why? Because don't you just hate it when you go out somewhere and you get bad service? I mean, you really do. So you want good service. You call me, the Lone Ranger. I'm going to give you my personal cell phone number at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, the Lone Ranger. Or you can apply online at webringyouhome.com. If you missed the show, you want to check me out on the YouTube channel, go to Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger YouTube channel, or you can check me out on my podcast on Spotify or on iHeartRadio. So any one of those, you can always get a hold of me. You got me on the Cleve, Loveland, and the Lone Ranger show, or you can go to the Lone Ranger radio show, which is on Sundays at 11 o'clock as well. Feel free to join me in on that. I do a lot more ranting and raving and all kinds of shenanigans on that show, and I'd love to have you join me. We have a lot of fun, talk about what's going on in the market, what's going on in the industry, and every now and again I'll throw in, some personal stuff or some political viewpoints, just because it's my radio show and I can do what I want. So thank you for that. Thank you for listening to my show, and let's talk about what's going on in the market right now while I'm waiting for Cleve to come in. First of all, rates are still really crazy low. But I know you are so doggone busy that you don't have time to talk to me about the most important financial decision you ever made in your life, and that was your real estate. So listen, I get it. You're super busy. I know you're out there. It's Saturday. You're tinkering around in the yard. You're driving around getting your chores done. Write this phone number down. 407-250-9144. Just save me in the phone. Text me and say, I need to refinance, or I want to talk to you, or I want to shop you against somebody else. I don't care what it is. Do any of those things. And I'm going to be here to help you. But here's what I want to do. I want to dispel a myth that I'm hearing from people going, prices are just at an all-time high right now, and I don't think it's a good time to buy. Let's just put this in perspective. First of all, you're right. They're at an all-time high. 100%. Never higher. Guess what? Tomorrow they're going to be higher. Yesterday they were lower. 2 weeks ago, they were lower. 2 years ago, they were lower. 2 years from now, they're going to be higher. It's a trend, man. It doesn't stop. You can't lower the price of housing unless you have a catastrophic event. Okay? We're getting bombed by Afghanistan, some terrorist attack. And here's the thing. Sometimes, this is definitely, do not misconstrue what I'm saying here. Events like that are horrendous and devastating. But sometimes negative events actually improve interest rates. Why do they improve interest rates? Because it tanks the stock market. So your 401k is going to hell in a handbasket, but mortgage rates get better. And the only reason for that, just so you're aware, the reason that happens is because money moves from equities, stocks, into the bonds where it's safe, and then that improves the bond yield, and therefore interest rates drop. That's how simple that is. So catastrophic events can have a positive effect on interest rates, but a negative effect on the market. So just be aware of that. Right now, we're seeing some incredibly volatile times. We got the whole thing with Afghanistan. We got the whole thing with our border. Like, we have no control over this country right now whatsoever. Like, Crazy Joe has really just lost it. So I don't care if you voted for him or not. I'm just telling you, I can't see how any of you out there that voted for him went, wow, I really made a good decision. This was a great decision, and I'm really proud of what I did. No one can say that. No one can look themselves in the mirror and say that. But we're stuck with who we got right now, and we need to navigate through it. That's just all that's to it. We can change it. It'll be over soon. It'll be painful for a while. And then, hopefully, we can fix this. But either way, it's giving you an opportunity to do great things. So, I'm sorry I went off on a tangent there. Why you should buy? Because prices are going to go up. They can't go down. We're going to see so ridiculous inflation that everything's going to go up. Matter of fact, your pay rate won't go up as fast as the inflation is going to take you. So your buying power with the dollar is going to be even less. So the cost of a house is going to be way more in the future. So why don't you get in the game now? I mean, and here's the thing. Rents are going up. If you're a renter right now, you need to stop the car, bang your head against the steering wheel 2 or 3 times, pretty good and stiff, and then write my number down and say, Bruce, I'm sorry I didn't call you earlier. I really needed to call you. I want you to help me buy a home. I want you to help me get into a home. 407-250-9144, or call Cleve at 407-352-8118. We're both here to help you. We're both here to help you. That's what we do. We love helping folks save money and get into the market. So those are the kind of things that are going on in the market right now. For those of you that have been too busy to call me to refinance, here's a reason you shouldn't refinance. Just to lower your interest rate. Not a reason. It's got to make sense. The cost of the loan must break you even in less than 36 months, or I don't like it. I don't do it. And 50% of you I tell don't. Even though I can lower your rate. And here's the thing. You're going to call the Rocket. You're going to call the RP. You're going to call all these people, and they're going to go, yes, Mr. Jones, we're going to take care of this right away for you. Thank you for doing that for me. No, don't do it. It's not worth it. Now, here's the reasons to do it. You have now enough equity where I can eliminate private mortgage insurance or significantly reduce it. You have enough equity in your property now to finally change the kitchen and get rid of the Harvest Green or the Avocado Green or the Harvest Yellow appliances and your Formica countertops. Okay, you can do that now. You have the equity. All right. Here's another reason. Consolidate debt. I got a client. He's probably listening to the show right now. His name's Ron. Called me up, went to Wells, had everything all set up to close. Guess what? Things didn't quite turn out the way that he was told they were going to turn out. Okay? I can't tell you all the circumstances, but he called me up and he goes, I've been listening to you ranting and raving on the radio for God knows how long, and it felt like you were talking to me, and I just need you to look at this. And I looked at his loan, and I went, Ron, I wouldn't do anything. I think you're good. Your house is going to be paid off in 8.3 years just at the rate you're going right now. Why would you do anything? However, you have $200,000 in debt over and above your mortgage, and you're paying $2,400 a month for all this debt. Let's just get rid of all the debt. So here's what we're doing. I'm refinancing his home, going from a 8 years remaining on it to a 30-year loan. Now, just follow me on this right now. Going to a 30-year loan, I'm consolidating $200,000 in debt plus his mortgage, and he has one new payment, principal and interest, of $1,284. Now, here's the magic. This is what gets the loan arranger all excited, okay? If he continues to make the same payment he's making currently right now, which is $1,175 on his mortgage, P&I, and $2,250 on his other debt, which was $3,408. I remember it because I was just amazed. If he pays $3,408 toward his mortgage, but now he has no other debt, no car, no credit card, no home equity line, no nothing. His house is paid off in 98 months and has no debt. If he continues on the road that he was on, he'll have a free and clear house in 8.5 years, but he'll still have $200,000 in debt. Why not stay on that same path but have no debt? Completely debt-free. And it took him a while to get it because he's like, why would I include my cars in that? Because I only got 4 years left on the car. Why do it on a 30-year? No, I'll have you completely debt-free in 10 years, including everything you own, and you'll never owe anything to anybody ever again. All credit cards will be paid at the end of each month from here going forward. That's how you retire with money. You retire wealthy because you don't owe anybody anything. And don't get me wrong, I'm in the business of helping people get into debt to be able to become debt-free. I'll show you how to do that. That's how the loan arranger did it. You write this phone number down. Write it down. Stop the lawnmower. Pull it over. Take your headphones. Jot it down on on something. 407-250-9144. 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com. Simple, easy website. Just go there and apply. It's very intuitive. It walks you through the process. Matter of fact, once you complete it and you create your own little secret password, because everything's super secure on my website, it will automatically email you a loan checklist, and then you can just create your documents, your bank statements, pay stubs, W-2s, if your tax returns, if you're self-employed, in a PDF and drop them right into the loan file. So on Monday morning when I come in, your documents are in there, your loan application's made, and we can button down and go to business. Oh, change this around. Do this, Bruce. What if I do that? How about a 15? What about a 20? How about we do all that? What if I include the car? What if I don't include the car? Or buying a home. All your options. All your options. I go over it with you personally so that you have all the right information so you can make the most informed, biggest financial decision of your lifetime. Not some robo person who's on the other end of the rocket that's just trained to tell you to do these things. You got me, local, Fairbanks Avenue, Winter Park, 20 years plus in the same location. 407-250-9144. You want to reach Cleve Loveland out and about today? He should be here any minute. You can reach him at 407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118. Or go to cleveloveland.com. He did get that website back from the Russians, and he'll be here shortly. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of Cleve Loveland and a Lone Ranger Radio. Stay tuned. We bring you home. Or 407-250-9144. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the state of the market.